It's time for Roses and Rosé. I am so mad. I am so mad. I am mad. I'm mad. I'm angry. Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Zima, and thank you for watching Roses and Rosé as we go over the season finale of Arie Luyendyk's season of The Bachelor.
So ominous.
Let's start with some direct quotes, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Quote, Arie to Becca, the more I hung out with you,
the more I felt like I was losing the possibility of maybe reconciling things with Lauren. I just felt the further along we got, the further I started drifting away from the possibility of trying it again with her.
In the words of Becca, Arie, that is a normal relationship. You guys, okay. We were promised the most shocking season finale ever on The Bachelor, and I think it delivered. I mean, this show's been on for more than 20 seasons, so we've had quite a lot of moments, and actually, oh, shameless plug, up at ETLN.com, we rank the most shocking finales of The Bachelor ever. So we've had Juan Pablo, we've had Jason Mesnick, now we have Arie. After a season that people critiqued as boring, this finale certainly sent things out with a bang. Because this franchise doesn't disappoint, and that's why I love it so much. But very controversial. Here's the thing, it was 3 hours long, right? Right? Yeah. So we're just gonna speed through the beginning. Basically what happened was that Arie and Becca and Lauren and Arie's family all were now in Peru. And Arie said that Becca was the safe option.
And that really gives me a lot of comfort.
And that Lauren was riskier and he needs a lot of reassurance, but he also has to reassure Lauren, so who needs more reassurance? And Arie's family said that Becca seemed like the best way to go because she was solid, and in the words of Arie's dad, he needs a good kick in the ass.
Kick in the ass.
What does that say about Arie? So Becca is an apple or
Starfish.
Or Lauren's the starfish or the apple. Either way, somebody's a starfish, somebody's an apple, and Arie dumped Lauren. Okay, that's what happened. Now, let's cut to the chase. So,
I have loved that you broke down those walls, you know?
So Arie breaks up with Lauren, and true to form, Lauren is borderline silent as he breaks up with her. But I have to say that when she got in the limo, this was the most I've ever agreed with things that Lauren had to say.
How could you get down on one knee if you weren't sure till like 3 hours ago?
Arie told her that he didn't really know what he was gonna do until the morning of. The morning of? Imagine if this was normal life and somebody told you that they were gonna propose to someone later, but they weren't sure who yet. They were deciding between two people. Now, I know that it's a reality show, but still, I spoke to Gold Standard Bachelor, simply the best, Ben Higgins, about this, and he says that he doesn't think Arie should have proposed at all, being that torn. That interview and more with Ben is up at ETLN.com. Because you know what? Through all of this muck, we've got to have a little light keeping us going, shining us through. And that light is Ben Higgins. Okay.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
Lauren says
I feel betrayed.
and that Arie completely blindsided her. Drink every time somebody was blindsided on this episode.
And I choose you today, but I choose you every day from here on out.
If we spent time going back through this episode, you guys, and looking at all of the ironic quotes, I mean, Becca told Arie's mother,
I've never doubted him and his integrity.
Then we get little glimpses of what Arie and Becca's life has been like in these secret meetups that every couple does after the show finishes taping so that they can stay together and be happy until they can be revealed. But as we know, that will not be the case for them. This finale brought us many new things. The first time we've seen unedited footage on the franchise and even a new phrase.
The most emotional scene ever.
So Arie's been saying that he goes to bed thinking about Lauren and he wakes up thinking about Lauren, and so he knows he's got to break up with Becca. And what he does is he shows up to see Becca at this Los Angeles home, and Becca can instantly tell something's wrong.
You're making me nervous.
And then we kind of see the camera guys walk in, and Arie looks at them like, I don't know if he's looking at them because it's weird or because he's like waiting for them to all come in. And then he says, we have to talk. Very quickly, we get a split screen. Yes, because this is going to be unedited footage. Now, guys, this is controversial. Should the breakup have been filmed? Here's where I land on it. Arie and Becca both signed up to be on a reality show about their love lives. So as painful as this was to watch, and as terrible, I'm on board with filming it. You've got to show the whole story, the true story. And we got maybe the truest story we've ever seen on The Bachelor because they showed it unedited. We saw cameras in the background. We got the split screen, very reminiscent of Rosie O'Donnell and Elizabeth Hasselbeck on The View. Was anyone else thinking of that? Yikes. So Arie says all these wonderful things, and Becca says, "Are you effing kidding me?" about 25 times.
Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my.
Drink every time she says that. You go, girl. And they're at this beautiful house, and we can hear some kind of water feature in the background constantly throughout this breakup. I still have a few questions after all this.
Was this when you had your conversation with her?
We know that Becca knows that Arie had a conversation with Lauren. And Arie then says that he feels he's been pretty upfront with her. And I don't think that that's true. I think Arie maybe thinks that that's true because he seemed to say that, you know, Becca knows he's been thinking about Lauren, but I would venture to guess that Arie told Becca, look, I still have some feelings with Lauren because I broke up with her not that long ago, and Becca was actually being super gracious and trying to help him work through those feelings, even by saying, have a conversation with Lauren. Well, we know how that turned out. By the way, guys, little inside info on the timeline. I do know from a source that Arie called Lauren on the night of the premiere. And he broke up with Becca only a few weeks later, so yeah. Becca has to explain to 36-year-old Arie what a normal relationship is. That when you're in a relationship with someone, you have to let go of the possibilities of being in relationships with other people.
That's what should have been happening.
As we remember, Arie's own father said that
You sometimes need a bit of a kick in the ass.
So Becca tells Arie,
You shouldn't have gotten down on one knee.
and then she starts to cry, and it's really emotional and raw and terrible to watch. And Arie at one point goes and knocks on the door to see if she's okay.
Hey, are you okay?
In that dad-like way, as if somebody's, I don't know, kind of nauseous inside the room. She's not okay, Arie. You just broke up with her out of nowhere, blindsiding her. She thought that she was spending the rest of her life with you. She's not okay. And it's okay that she's not okay. Okay? From here on, we commence with, should I stay or should I go? The answer is you should go, Arie, but he's still gonna ask Becca a bunch more times, like, do you want me to go? And she's like,
I want you to go.
are you okay? And she's like,
What are you still doing here? Just go.
and I love how Becca shut this down.
Please just go.
Good God, Arie, just go. Just go. Just go.
Obviously back here live now in studio with Becca.
And then we get one sentence from Becca at the end. And she tells Chris Harrison that it was all just brutal to watch back.
I kind of blacked out.
And that she has a lot of questions for Arie on the live after the final rose, though she doesn't know how truthful the answers will be. Yes, Queen. Becca Kufrin for Bachelorette. Man, that's cold. Just like Arie during this breakup. So you guys, what did you think? Were you shocked that Becca was the one that Arie broke up with? Were you blown away by the way that it happened? Do you think that it should have been on camera or not? And ultimately, what questions do you still have for Arie on AFR? Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm truly distraught, and here's why I want Becca to be the Bachelorette, you guys, which we will find out who the Bachelorette is on after the final rose. This cannot be Becca's story. Becca cannot be the person where when she goes to a grocery store in 6 months, somebody comes up to her and says, oh, weren't you on The Bachelor? Weren't you that girl who got dumped on The Bachelor for the other girl? No. This isn't your story, Becca. She asked Arie if she did anything wrong, and she didn't. And I don't want to hear a woman ask that question on this show again. If you are asking if you did something wrong, you probably didn't. Arie did something wrong here. Arie did. And I hope that he owns up to it on AFR, but we will see. Until then, you guys, thank you so much for being with me all season long. This has been quite an amazing journey. Oh my God, it was crazy. Wow, I love that, you know? In the words of Arie. Have a good night, everybody. I love you guys, for real, every day. And I choose you every day. And I won't back down on that. Bye! JC, just go. Would you just go? Why are you still here? Just go. Why are you still here? Would you just go?
Should I go?